Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, SummarizedAI. In continuation to our series, today we will explore input and output in Python. When learning Python, one of the first thing you will do is to interact with your program, giving it input and seeing the output on the screen. But Python's input-output system goes much deeper than just print function and the input function. In this blog, we will explore Python input-output in detail from basic console integration to file handling with facts, best practices, and examples very Python developers should know. So what is input and output? Input is how your program receives data. It may be from the keyboard, files, or even APIs. Output is how your program communicates results, either by displaying messages, saving files, or sending data elsewhere. Python provides built-in input function which allows user to enter data from the keyboard. Let's go to our Visual Studio and try input function. Let's create one file, practice.py, and here we will write value equal to input, and we say enter message. Okay, and then we will print that particular input value. Now let's execute this code. As soon as we execute this code, the cursor will get stuck. Okay, so the text inside the code is the prompt shown to the user. So if you see whatever we have entered there in the double quotes, enter message, we see this particular thing here. Whatever the user types is written as a string. So if you are going to type anything here, for example, hello world test. Okay, as soon as I give enter, same thing will get print here. Hello world test. Okay, now quick fact about input. Input function pauses execution until the user presses enter. So if you see, let me again start this. Okay, as soon as we start this, the cursor got pause. Now if I say enter, it got executed and completed the program. Yep. Now the second fact is input function always returns a string. So conversion to input float are often needed before consumption. Okay, great. We will see this thing later. In Python 2, input function got called as raw underscore input. Now replaced with input in Python 3. So earlier, now we are writing input. Earlier it was like raw underscore input till Python 3. Okay, great. So now let's see the power of output. As mentioned earlier, output is responsible to communicate program results as an output. We have print function in Python, which is most commonly used as output method. Let's go back to our Visual Studio again, which we are on, and try printing function. And I think we have already tried. So let me write something here at the print. If I'm writing anything in the print, it will get output as is on the screen. So I wrote hello, it got printed. Now if I say hello world with a space 1, 2, 3, okay, it will get print here. Now if I print a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will get print. Now if I say any decimal number, it will also get print. So print, if we are going to write anything inside this print function, it will get print as is. Okay. Now we can use this particular print statement in loop also. So let me try that. So for I in range 5. Okay. And here I'm writing a print statement inside the for loop and printing the value. Okay. Let me try this. And before that, let me clear the console as we have typed a lot. You can see print got printed the output 5 times 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 because range works from 0 and it will go till 4. It will not include 5. Great. So this is how the print works inside the for loop. We can print multiple values also at the same time in single print statement. Okay. So try. Let me try. I'm saying hello. Then I'm saying Mike. Then I'm saying 1, 2, 3. Then I'm saying 15.6, 7. Then again, I'm saying test. Okay. Now, if I execute this particular set of code, it will print the output as is. Hello, Mike, 1, 2, 3, 15.7 at test. So whatever we have written inside the print statement, it printed. Okay, great. Now let's try formatting a string. As Python is super cool, where we have the hyphen in between the string and exclamation at the end. Let's try that. So we are going to write something. This hyphen is hyphen super hyphen cool. And then at the end, it will print something like this. So we will try to print something like this. Okay. And for this thing, what we're going to do is we will be saying print, and then we will say this comma is comma super comma then cool at the last. Okay. Now it will come as a separator where what we are saying is separate each and every string with hyphen. Okay. And at the end, please end exclamation. Okay. Let me try this. Let me remove this comment so we may get confused. Now let me execute this code. You see, this is super cool. And every string having hyphen in between. And at the end, we have the exclamation. Great. There are multiple other way where we can format out the string at the time of printing and showing the output. So one of them is like f string, formatted strings. Okay. So for example, if I say name equal to Mike, age equal to 35. Now I will be printing the output using f string. So I have written f here. Now I'm saying my name is Mike. Okay, so it should be something like name, and age is this. Okay, so we have replaced or we have used the variables in between the string. Okay, now let me go ahead and execute this code. Let me clear the screen first and then again execute. So you see, my name is Mike and age is 35. So we are able to print the variable in between the string using the app string. Okay. Now, apart from that string, we have one more method, which is nothing but dot format. Okay. So there we will remove this age, name and age. And here, what we're going to do is we're going to write dot format. And inside that dot format, we're going to write name, comma, age. Okay. Now, if I print, it will give me the same output. So the way we tried with the app string, it will give the same output with format method given by the string. Okay. Now there is an older way also. There is an older way also where we just have to write percent in place of dot format and then replace the braces with percent %s for string and percent %d for integer, which is nothing but a number, whole number. Okay. Now if I try to execute this code, it will give me the same output, which means there are multiple ways where we can format our string in Python. Good. Now, the way we have used percent %s and percent %d, we also have percent %f for float. So if you see here, now if I make age is like float 35.3. Okay. And if I try to run now, let's see the output. it give me the output 35, which is like integer. We have taken %d. Now I say %f. Now let's see what happens. It printed the number in float having a decimal values. Great. Now we have one more %.2f for float value having two decimal values. Okay. So let me try this %.2f. So it will be giving us two decimal values. Yes, which it gave me. And apart from this, we have at the last %x for integer in hexadecimal. So this is like all about the string and the formatting. Now, with the normal input output, we have something which is file input output. Okay, file input output is nothing but we can write into the file and we can write from the file. So I will be creating a very detailed video on file input and output, how it works and everything. But right now we are just reading about how the input output works. So that's where I'm just explaining how this file system works for input and output. So let's create a file here first. Say example.txt. Okay, and write inside it, this is an example. Okay, now go back to your Python file. Here you say file equal to open. You write the file name example.txt and pass the method. Either you're going to read the file, if you will be writing R. If you are going to write in the file, you will be writing W. We will see both. So right now we are going to read from the file. So we have said like R, and then after that you can write content equal to file dot read. Okay. Now if we print this particular content, we should be able to get the content what we have inside that particular file. Okay. So let's execute. Yep, see, I'm able to get the content. Now, if I wish to write in this particular file, example.txt, I will be changing it from R to W. So whatever we are going to write, it will overwrite because we are not using append. So this is, we are writing like example is a file. Okay. Now I did write operation. So there is no need to print because we are not reading and it is not going to return anything. Now after this, we are going to close the file. Okay. So we have closed the file. Okay, great. So after reading and writing, we always have to close the file. Great. Now we executed this code. And if you go back here, you see example as a file got updated with the text we have written in the practice.py file. Great. Now, if we wish to append, like if you wish to append something, we will be writing A here. And if I write something else here, for example, this, and I execute it. Now, if we go back to the file, we can see it got appended in the file. Oh, yep. So there are different operations we have available for file. Great. Now, this is what we have today with respect to the input output in Python. I hope you like the video. Please do subscribe, like this video. I will be coming up with more videos of Python AI and programming tips. So make sure to hit the notification bell and to stay updated. See you in next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.